Gaffer, another busy week. How are things?
Yeah, good. Obviously, the lads have recovered well from Tuesday, the lads who played, and certain lads who had an extra day's recovery in terms of not involved. Really looking forward to Saturday. As I say, we're going well. Disappointing in terms of not picking up points, but went for the lack of trying, and now we've got another tough game against Burton Albion coming Saturday.
You took a unique position for the Cheltenham game, sat up in the stands.
Horrible.
What were your thoughts on the game?
The game was very good first half. As Shuey said in his post-match, we were excellent. Both boxes, we know we've got to do better. We could have been out of sight in the first half. But again, the good thing is for us, Dan, is we're getting the chances. Yeah, the strikers will be disappointed not putting them in the back of the net. That's for me to build their confidence back up and make sure that they start rattling the back of the net, because that's where the goals are earned and the points are earned. So for us, yeah, we take positives out of it, certainly. A lot of youngsters playing in there, certainly Brandon Purcell, excellent, 16 years of age. Didn't look out of place, looked like a 25-year-old, just fitted in nicely. So really pleased with his performance. Tyrese, listen, a lot of good performance. Reevesy, so at the end of the day, look, it was a game, much needed for some lads to get some minutes, but our main focus is League One football.
And speaking of League One football, we're a month now, I think, into the season. How do you assess our start as a whole?
Yeah, listen, well, the good thing is I've spoken to certain managers and a few managers in League One and even League Two, and they've said, how are you finding it? And we're finding it good, yeah. Listen, we'd like to have more points on the board, and I said to you last time we could have 7, we could have 9. So the points have been there for us, which is pleasing. We're playing still the brand of football, a little bit different at times tactically, and one up and one down maybe. And so again, look, it's a testing period for us where we try certain things and coming up against different opposition. And it's not going to be no different Saturday. These are a wounded animal, Burton Albion. They've been up there, they've been scoring goals, they've been winning, they've been conceding, they've been losing. We don't take nothing for granted with Burton. They're coming here, they're a strong physical team. They do it right, as has been proven over the years, the leagues and they've played in, the promotions they've had. It's a stern test. As I said, they are a wounded animal, but so are we, because we're disappointed that we haven't picked 3 points up or points along the way. So we're really looking forward to it also.
I think you said after the whole game that you're pretty set with the squad you've compiled now. Given the circumstances and the summer, how happy are you with the group you've got?
Yeah, I'm always happy when you've got a strong competitive group. I've seen that on Tuesday night, yet the result weren't right, but the first half display was excellent, and we need to continue that on. We know now we've got lads chomping at the bit to get in a starting 11, and that's going to be the case right the way through. That's what I want. We've got a great group. In terms of the quality and levels, yeah, obviously we know the levels where we come from last season, is the qualities in League One a little bit different, but that's up to us to coach the players and coach them the best way we possibly can, which we'll certainly do that. And again, listen, when you've got a good squad, you're always happy, and I'm a happy manager with the squad we've got.
You're going to need a good competitive deep squad, aren't you, with the games coming thick and fast? How are the group sort of bearing up after the first month coming into Saturday?
Yeah, well, again, listen, as I said, we've got the best team around, the coaches and Dave and Abner and Elliot, and then John doing his stuff in terms of making sure they get the recovery right in, the supplements in. We feel we've done that, hence we obviously give a couple of the lads, 4 lads who didn't travel Tuesday, a little bit of a rest, and the lads who didn't play a rest, because we're going to need to. Again, the games are coming thick and fast, the squad will be rotated and will be utilised along the way, but as far as I'm aware, the lads are they're looking okay. We've got no injuries, which is a big plus, and long may that continue, touch wood.
So a couple of lads who are sort of coming back to training. I'm thinking, Lewis and Luke Jaffcott is 2 of them. Are they close now?
Yes. So Lewis will see you possibly train today. We'll see how he is today. But again, there'll be no rush, because that's what we've got Tyrese in. If he's still feeling it a little bit, we'll make sure we do the right thing by Lewis. Jeps is in full training now. He's continued his rehab and he's looking well and sharp and feeling okay. And then Luke's obviously, he's coming along as well with his shoulder. So we're in a good spot, Dan, and I want to continue that, staying in that good spot. But ultimately, when we've got a fully fit squad, that gives me a bit of an headache as well, because I've got a selection headache to pick a team from.
And finally, what are you expecting from Burton this weekend?
Well, as I said before, they're a wounded animal. They've been winning games, they've lost games, they've scored goals. They're disappointing in terms of for them where they are and what they're doing and the goals they're conceding. you know, and we have to respect that. They're coming here with a fight, and we know that just because of where they are in the league. It's still early days. They've got a great squad, some good players, and it's going to be a tough ask. But listen, it's one we're relishing. As I've said before, we're hurt as well for not getting a point at Hull, so we've got to take that hurt into Saturday afternoon's game, and hopefully we can put on a performance.
We wish you best of luck.
Thank you, Dan. Cheers, mate.